We should be live. Let me share this with the folks real quick. Okay. Alright, I apologize for my camera placement is. It is literally, I just went live and that was it. But okay, let me grab a tripod for this real quick. I should just grab my regular tripod. Not regular. The one that I never use, quite literally. And this should just be dedicated for that. But today, I just thought I'd live stream for the hell of it. I don't know. I've been finding making videos for this channel a little difficult. Just because, like, most of the time when I'm here, I don't really want to spend that much time here. And I think I've been spoiled from do this over here. From a house or living quarters, we'll just say it, just because I'm able to like stay up late and then just do whatever I want whenever I want. So that has been kind of a struggle. I kind of do that still. Like, I would edit videos. I think I need to turn my ISO up a little. I would edit videos. And like late night. Not super late, you know, but it's night. I don't really want to stay here like past 6 usually. So I try to finish all what I'm doing like within that time, and sometimes I don't. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm gonna be wandering around a lot probably, so I won't be in this room constantly. But I'll keep talking though. So every time I'm here, it's not like I don't do anything, but at the same time, I do so much stuff that like I can't exactly sit down and just edit videos. And then when I was doing that, I was trying that the other day, and I don't know if it's my interface or if it's my mic, but I'm getting popping in my recordings, and I don't want that. I believe it's battery charging. As a sound guy, if I give you guys bad audio, it's like, what the heck? Is this guy pro, right? I'm looking for Loctite right now. There it is. So I want to give you guys good audio, but I kind of am a little lazy in editing. Aside from the fact that I don't like editing that much. Not that much, a lot really. So I try to avoid editing. But yeah, that's basically what's happening. Today I'm just basically cleaning up. Just doing stuff randomly. But I also wrote down that the C50 has been announced today, and that's an interesting topic I think we can discuss. So when I woke up, which I should have thought this like way in advance, but I was like, oh, maybe I should live stream this C50 announcement, which I don't even know if that is like something that they're doing, like live streaming it, you know. So I have no idea. So but then whatever, who cares? But anyway, so C50 is out. If you don't know anything, C50 is the competitor for the Sony FX3, and that's kind of a big deal because FX3 is like a huge. I can't remember when it came out. When it came out, I thought it was weird because based on what I saw and what everyone said, it was like it's just a A7S3 in a different body. But it's a little more than that, I'd say. So the FX3, let's talk about FX3 real quick. FX3 is full frame. It is like I said, the A7S3, but in a different body essentially. But I think, personally, I think like it functions better. I think the tools they put into it is much better. I am so out of focus. And my ISO's too high. Am I out of focus, or is that just super low resolution? Okay, it was. So I think I haven't used that A7S3, but I think it's Oh, the FX3 I think is better, regardless. So, okay. What I'm doing right now is I'm Loctiting my tripod just because it sucks. Like, I understand why people don't like half ball heads. And these photo tripods are that, you know. So and the way they design these legs is I find counterintuitive because they're like either a screw and a nut, but when you turn the legs inwards, you know, like that, it loosens the screw, so it gets really loose, and that's stupid. But this one should be good, I hope. I didn't Loctite these for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it's because I didn't think it was important enough. But then I've been using it enough now that it C50, or do I go rent yours when I get it? Man, I would love to buy it. I think so. The C50 is the camera all of us Canon guys have been asking for from Canon, like all these years, like literally. It's like, can we just get this? I think the number one thing is C-Log 2, which is just really stupid in Canon's part, in my opinion. Unless you're like if you're a crazy colorist dude, and you might be like the most dynamic range is what you need to shoot all the time, right? C-Log 3 works fine, but you have less dynamic range, obviously, with C-Log 3. Then the R5C doesn't have C-Log 3, which is like, what? So the R5C was kind of what Sony did with the FX3, right? FX3 is the kind of rebodied of the A7S3, while the R5C is also the rebodied of it. But the R5C, oddly, like they improved it as they rebodied it. Even though it's the same sensor, there's like more dynamic range on it from the R5. You know, and obviously it has a fan in it, so it won't overheat. And you're able to record beyond 30 minutes. So like, it wasn't fully exactly the same. It was like a new camera essentially. So the C50, a lot of people are saying it's like kind of a rebodied, but not exactly though. It's a different sensor and everything from the R5 Mark II. R5 Mark II was pretty good because when that came out, it had C-Log 2, which is what we all wanted on a like mirrorless size body. But C70. So let's talk about it. It is dual base ISO only, which I think people won't like. But I think it's fine. If I was able to live with the dual base ISO of 800 and 3200 on my C70 and R5C, This Dubase ISO is like even better. It's 800 and 6400. So like from the weddings, like that is actually like enough for a lot of the party parts of the weddings. So in my opinion, that's like plenty. 12,800 is like a little much, honestly. Like when I rented Joe's FX3, that one wedding, and it wasn't even nighttime yet, but I shot some B-roll in the more darker area. Not a lot of light was coming into it, and 800 was just wasn't enough. But 12,800 was also too much, so I had to stop down my aperture. I wasn't going for depth of field or anything, so it didn't matter. But that was just like a little too much. If I had 3200, then that would have been perfect, right? So like, there's that balance. I think that's why like when triple base ISO came on Canon, everyone was like, "Oh, that's great," because you could get the 800, 3200, 12,800. Even though some of you are gonna be like, "It's not fully triple base ISO, blah blah blah, Canon." Who cares? Who cares really? If you're relying on the high base ISO, then you aren't really a professional, in my opinion. And then there are those who don't care about base at all. There are those who are just like, 800 is fine, whatever base, because I just like everything I do anyways, and make sure it looks good, make sure it matches, make sure it works, right? So, like, whatever. Yeah, if I had the money, I would definitely buy it. I currently don't have the money right now. Yeah. Yeah, 3200 is like fine, and especially since I light the wedding now, the wedding venues, just one light really, and then I have a light on my camera. Like, it's perfectly fine. Yesterday, or not yesterday, Sunday, the wedding I did, I wasn't gonna set the light up because I'm just a little lazy sometimes, right? Even though it's right there, I can just do it right there, plenty of space. But I saw, I was like, oh, I have like an hour and 30 minutes left, so let's light it up and make it look good. And I did it. The photographers like it too, you know? Instead of them relying on the onboard flash. So it's a win-win no matter what. And I use that Ulanzi light, David. And that light's great. It's a little too bright. It's a little too bright for that application. Because it was like 17%. I think the most I did. I think it was like probably 11% majority of the time. So. But let me charge some batteries up. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice not having to... Oh, these batteries don't need charging. It was nice not having to like set up a mount for the little V mount and then plug in the cable for the D tab. I just put it on the stand, V mount in, reflector, bam, done. And then I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. But nope. It is a little big and like to carry around. I'd say it's a little big. But oddly, even though it's bigger stuff to carry, it's become lighter to carry too. Because I've now reduced how much I carry to weddings. I used to put everything in this bag. I used to put like 4 V-mount batteries, this light, which not this one, is actually half this size, the D-tab cable, the V-mount clamp or strap rather, and then also the holder for the mount for the camera or for the light itself, you know. And I was like, this is a lot. So instead, I just carried this bag. That's it. Reflectors in it, the lights in it, even the little I don't know if I show you this. You probably saw in the picture I sent you. This little like China ball almost, if you would. This is not designed for continuous light. Even those Bowens mount, just because there's like no ventilation. And when I first tested it that one day I got it, I was like, oh, it's getting warm. So I think 120 watts might be the max it can go. But I didn't use that. I used a reflector. So yeah, exactly. Then I bring my little wagon too. Not little, but it's gigantic. But my wagon cart that can fold up, you know, and it's fine. Just one trip. That's all I've been wanting to do. Just one trip. You know what? I'm gonna balance my gimbal while I'm here. It gets a little warm. Yeah. If you go 100%, it gets a little warm. Because there's no venting in it. Like I'm considering drilling some holes at the back just so some air can at least come out. But we'll see. We'll see what I do. I doubt I will use that a lot. Every time I use the one for the MO30, it's only 30 watts, and it's a silicone diffuser thing. You've seen it. You see me use it. That doesn't get hot, obviously. It's 30 watts, so. But like that loses a lot of light. But this is 120 watts, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. Let's keep talking about the C50, huh? You know, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. No, just kidding. A while ago, when I was still in the apartments, I think, when Tom was still doing his podcast. I don't know if he still is or not, you know. Ooh. Yeah, it probably is. The full frame, it has more pixels, you know, and all that jargon. White balance is super fast. But yeah, when I was talking to Tom, I think that was a time when the C70 was being released. We're kind of discussing that. And Tom was like, have you seen, I think they've like rumored a C50. This was like 2019, 2018, maybe even before that. I don't know. I have no idea. I was like, no, I haven't heard about that. So what do you know, Tom? Pre-COVID rumors. Or he's just saying shit. I don't know. Or he's just getting numbers wrong. Which is most likely it. Yeah, Blackmagic. That's a good price. 2,500 for a Pixel 6K. I mean, the Blackmagic is like they've always been in that competitive market in affordability and quality. I just wish. So my mindset always goes to the weddings because I obviously do weddings, and black magic isn't quite my tool, you know. Yeah, Tom should do that. Get us all out of debt, and then we can just say, "Yeah, I'll do the movie for free, no problem." What do I need to do? I'm gonna check off my checklist for that Loctite thing real quick. A lot of my checklist involves not being in that room. Oh, I was gonna prep for. I have a gig tomorrow, sound gig. I'm still in debt, dude. I've never been out of debt. I'm in debt like in 3 ways, which is like terrible. My God, it's just so horrible. Let me check this out. Student debt, which is like a lot, and I can't even do anything about it. They won't even let me pay for some reason, which is absolutely stupid. And then stupid credit card debt because I'm an idiot. You know. Not just that, but like my calculations were based on the jobs I had at the time. I no longer have those jobs. One was volunteer quitting, the other not volunteer quitting. So let me turn this light on. So it's not exactly fully my fault. I can't pay it off right away. Because I was planning to pay off one of my credit cards like this year, you know. And then I stupidly spent a bunch of money on those toolboxes. I should have just waited. This is what I get for walking into Lowe's. And Republic Lowe's is like the best Lowe's because it has like all the variety just there for you to grab and touch. So. And then I have my credit card, my other credit card, I should say. Kind of my fault, kind of not my fault at the same time on that one. My dad really wanted me to fix my teeth, so I did it. And he's like, just charge a credit card. And he said, just pay it, right? And then he never paid it. And then they were like throwing money around to like relatives and stuff. And then I'm in debt than that. So, you know. Yeah. It's pretty cool, dude. Man, this whole week I've been like, so I finally like went on a gig with it last weekend, right? And it could fit in my RAV4, but that is all it can basically fit. And it takes up so much space. Let me check it out. I need to move the camera a little bit for that. It doesn't look big on camera. It doesn't look big in like in a space. Like just in a room. This is a very tiny room. Doesn't look big there. But but when you're like putting it in a vehicle, it's pretty big. Even in my cargo van, it's a little big. So I'm just like, damn, you know, that kind of sucks. So tilt down a little bit. First off, I want to show you the Versa stack, which is significantly smaller. If we do this side by side, you'll just kind of tell instantly the size of it. It is. So this whole section here, these two drawers, is one section. This entire drawer is one section. That just kind of tells you how big it is in height wise. And then and then width wise, I'll try to align it up a little bit. I don't know if that's, I'll do this way. So this is about aligned as much as I can. I'm doing it based on the edge of the boxes itself. I think it's about, I'd say, about 5 inches difference in width. And that is quite a bit. So that's why I was like, dang, I should have kind of gone with my first idea. My first idea was just using this, the VersaStack system, but it didn't have any accessory potential unless I 3D print a bunch of stuff and drill through the holes and stuff, which I probably can, you know, but it kind of screws with the drawer system. So there wasn't really much option for like attaching a boom pole easily. And the wheels, which let me write this down before I forget. I need to write down a checklist. I want to buy new wheels for that, for the Flex stack pack. Let's see if I can get the same size that fits and just kind of, if I could run on more rough terrain on it. Not rocky terrain, not all terrain. Obviously casters can't do that unless they get all terrain wheels. But like the wheels on my folding cart, you know, those are pretty strong, you know. Yeah, so my boom mics, the amount of boom mics I have in the space, like it was already too big for the VersaStack drawers, and it's even larger here. Not too big, I mean, it's not enough. The VersaStack drawers were too big for the amount of boom mics I had. So there would have been extra space utilized in some way, because I like to not waste space. But I do still think this is a good system. Like these wheels are much stronger. First off, they're rubber. They're 9-inch, I believe, and I can go on rough terrain with it. You know, I can drag it around however I need to. You know. And I'm not worried about it potentially like falling apart. Like my cart, man, I feel like that thing is gonna just you know. And then I have accessories. I could put the boom pole here, you know. I need to take these back things off probably because that takes up space. And then the side drawer, which is great. So one reason why I'm complaining about space is like this little spot here for the boom pole holders. It protrudes a little bit further out, like probably 3-4 inches, I would say. 3.5 inches. So that's enough space to like kind of mess you up when you're trying to store it in like a tight area of some sort, like a vehicle, right? So that's why I kind of complain about how big it is. But that's basically it. Otherwise, it's pretty good right now. I don't have ramps to go up to the van or anything like that yet, and the ceiling on the van is like kind of low, so I can't exactly put all three to go up at once. So it's kind of useless. Yeah. It's already worked very well for what I need it for. You know, this tray is great. I put my sound bag up here, you know, and it works very well, which I should be charging on my V-mounts for tomorrow's gig. This one is 100. I don't really need to charge much. Tomorrow's just interview stuff. Let me turn my AC down a little bit. It's getting warm. Electric bill here is a little higher than I thought, and I keep my heat a little high just so, or the temperature a little high just so it doesn't really run. It's getting cooler, so there's advantage of that. This is a little high, but it's fine. It works for me. I utilize it fine. What I want to do is I would like to keep the boom system, but I want a quick release system. So this drawer system here, the thing that this attaches to, I could take it off like that very easily. These little attachments are 3D printed. And I contacted this company and I was like, hey, do you guys just sell these little things? They haven't responded to me. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't get it. I don't know. Because I'd rather just buy that than buy a whole new shelf system and not use the shelf. So I want to kind of convert this into this system. I could just attach it there. Even if it's on the side, which is fine with me. Like over here more, the boom pole, then, you know, that's good. I could put these away and they won't have to like, I don't have to worry about it getting in the way or potentially breaking or anything like that. So that's what I want to do, which like, I feel like, yeah, winter would be nicer. I feel like I might have to design myself, which I don't want to. I could just like take this home and measure it all and just kind of print it. But man, 3D designing something is not as fun as people might think. The end result is fun, but the trial and errors, the little mistakes you make. This was printed from the bottom up here. Because I still have to design the print for the quick release attachment idea. You know? I might just buy another one of this and just do what I said. Then this drawer would be wasted, which would be a waste. I know, it would be a waste. I'm missing one of my V-mounts. It is probably in here. Nope. It is in my sound bag still. I don't need it 100. I don't need like more than one anyways. How do you know? Did this fully drain to its depth? Might have. Oh, it did. 0%. Okay. But yeah, that's the idea for the sound cart. Maybe we'll call it sound cart. Call it a sound loadout. All you do here is format these cards real quick. That gig I did in the weekend, I don't feel bad, but I feel like I didn't do much. Just because like I ran only boom the whole time. And then yeah, I didn't run any lives. When I got there, I read the script, right? And it said there was like 6 people talking, I think. 5 or 6 people. So I literally set up 6 lav mics. I didn't touch any of it. And the only reason is because the way they were dressed. It's like a house party thing, right? So they're kind of dressed like, I'm trying to find the right word without offending anyone. They're like really attractive girls, and they're dressed very tight clothes, or they're in bikinis. So you can't exactly put a lav on them. I don't have hair clips, which it would have been useless. They'd be turning around and stuff. And there was a lot of yelling. Not just like frightening screaming, but just yelling, whether it's happy or not happy. So, yeah. I eventually, like at the last day, I just didn't use my bag. I actually used my F3. And because that's 32-bit flow. So I was like, this is an occasion where 32-bit flow would have been very useful. But I also switched to that because I just kept it lighter. I didn't have to carry this whole bag around me, But I'd rather not use the F3 in that situation. Even though they didn't pay me, so it wasn't a huge, risk. But I don't want to, not do a good job, whatever I'm doing, And, hitting their hair. I don't have, hair things to do that, Yeah, that's why I was talking about wanting 32-bit float. For that situation only. And so the reason why I don't want to use F3 is because it's only one SD card. And I don't like the potential of not having another backup recording at the same time. So that's why I try not to use F3 that much. It hasn't failed on me. F3 has gone weird on me. Input 1 is acting super weird. Just one day it didn't even work for some reason. And then it did. And then during that shoot, input 1, we're going real fast because the cops, we accidentally, oh my God, we accidentally entered private property because no one gave us the proper directions of anything, which was a huge, terrible thing, right? Because all these people, they're actors and stuff. They're not actually filmmakers or producers. So we entered a private property, and then like Rashida, Rashida was like the one who opened the gate, and then the cop was like, "Hey, what do you guys do? It's private property." She's like, "Oh, well, sorry, like we didn't know." And like she came running to us like, "We gotta turn it on. It's private property." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And then we got to the right spot, and the guy told them, Rashida's like, "You guys have to leave by 10, otherwise you get a citation." You know, so we were kind of running fast. Yeah. The F6 is great. I mean, every recorder I've had from Zoom has never failed in the recording process. I mean, obviously, like my F2s, they're only one SD card also, but I use them for weddings and they work. So, but yeah, so I screwed up the recording on that day because I put input one and it was just sounding so muffled, right? I was like, I see levels, I hear really muffled stuff, and then I was like, oh my god, input one is just screwed up. I put input two, it was fine. So I think, man, I hate it, dude. I'm like getting at the point of replacing gear / getting more gear. I just like I'm at the point in a career of mine where I have to use more money. It's not as much as because I'm at the it's weird, dude. You know. It wasn't Rashida's set. She was just there as AC. So. Yeah, I'm glad we're okay still. Like that day we hit 10 o'clock and we went like past 20 minutes and they're still wanting to film more stuff. I just left. I was just like, I'm leaving, guys. Not even saying goodbye. So I was like, I don't want to be one of those guys that just kind of. Since I'm here, I'm gonna take this off. That's just doesn't. That just walks into things and don't do anything or don't tell anyone. I'm not one of those people. I will not support those people who does that. They make it challenging for us. Three millimeters. Or, okay, Howie, this is my conundrum right now. Tomorrow, or David, I'll be at Silver Dollar City, so we have to travel no matter what. Even though the producers and them, they have their own gear and they usually just let me use. Or they're like, I can use like their C-stands and stuff. Which I just might do that, make life easy, but I want to bring my own C-stand still. I want to be able to bring it with me, right? Alright, I just took that screw out. I'm an idiot. Let me put it back in. I don't know how to carry it around on this loadout here. See how long that screw was? That's why I got that electric drill. So I can put a C-stand here, which is cool, It will rattle around. I'll probably tie it down some way. But I need to carry the legs. How can I bring the legs? Some way like that. This would be a terrible method, But that can actually work. That's insane. Dude, that can actually work. Okay, I might have just found my own answer. Yeah, but I'm leaving this then. I won't use that knuckle though, because well, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but you guys created terrible knuckles. Good old Matthews that we did not steal from any university. Zip tie is like a permanent solution, Howie. If I had another one of the boom pole holders here that I use, this is actually for tools. A lot of people use that for C-stands as well. But yeah, this might be okay. But that's why I wanted new wheels for this. If I could just like push it like this, that'd be easier than holding it like that. So we'll see. I don't know. It's Silver Dollar City. It's semi-smooth, semi-not smooth. You know. Really have a stand. Just use this for the interviews, right? Just go right up to them and just be like, bam. Which isn't like a terrible idea. Aside from the fact that like I don't know how much I'll trust the boom hanging out and like this holding it. Dude, it's crazy how that fits nicely in there. It's not secure, but it's also not going anywhere. Am I a genius or am I not? So, the drilling idea is gone now? By the way, Howie, I took a look at these lights. What do you mean adding crates for another base? But I took it to fluorescent lights in this hallway, and I think the ballast is the issue that's making the noise. I even changed it, so... Oh, they just sent me information about tomorrow's shoot. Good. And those little small fluorescent tube lights that looks like LED probably, which has like no labeling on them whatsoever. I don't know if they work, dude. And I think there's 2 bulbs that are dead because the end looks like it's burnt. So, but I was able to fix the light in my computer room. A 4th crate just for the bases to fit in? Oh, you mean like just adding another crate? Just putting the base in? That's not a bad idea. But that adds height. That's also why I like this crate. It's just a crate, so it's like not limited to a top that is stuck there. Oh, my sound bag is actually not complete. I need to add the F3 to it. everything is in here. Oh my God. It's like I thought this out or something. Let's grab the F3. So what I'm doing is, actually, let's change these batteries as well. Let's go ahead and just charge them. But I mean, I've been told by like everyone, I'm like the only sound guy people know here now. And Tim, I don't know if you guys know Tim, he's like, Kong, you're gonna be rich, man. I'm like, I hope that's true then, because I would like to not struggle anymore. All right, I can sense you're about to say it, Howie. I need more water, so let me grab it. But I mean, I've already like gotten way more sound gigs than I would normally do in a year, and that's already good. And it's specifically from these guys that I'm doing a gig with tomorrow. Every time they ask if I can do this day, I'm like, yes. I really try to make sure I can do it. Whoa. Okay. Put level, normal, main routing. Okay, that might be okay. That should be fine. Who cares? Who really cares? Especially like, since I don't really want to do the post-production stuff. You know what? I'm going to take this receiver out. I don't like this. I don't really like doing post-production anymore, which is a shame because I built like a computer just for that. I don't have a place for the receiver. We'll just leave it here. That's fine. I have the 900 megahertz antennas on, so it's short. It's weird, isn't it? Like the higher the frequency, megahertz, the smaller the antenna. It's weird. I don't know how that science works. But that's just how it is. Still getting used to this system. All right. F3 is installed. Oh, I need to charge my timecode units. Even though they're probably supercharged already. Supercharged. So I got a question on one of my videos about why I run the F3 in my bag, and kind of like I think the person feels like that amount of redundancy is a little much. And first off, I think if anyone feels like too much redundancy is too much, then I think they haven't been through a lot of the industry enough to screw up. Luckily, like I feel like us, us who went to film school, like we've discovered this during our free projects we do, school projects and stuff, and we're able to find that, oh, if like I didn't, like, this messed up because of this, you know, if I had this would have been useful, you know. Weddings is like a huge proponent in not messing up and in backups. So that mindset kind of stuck with me. Even if I don't do wedding stuff, I want backup capabilities in my recorders. So that's why I say I don't really like to run the F3 in those scenarios, in professional like scenarios. Professional in the sense that I'm getting paid. Just because if something goes wrong during the transfer or something, that's it. It's only one SD card, done. So if I'm able to avoid that, I try. I've been on a debate whether if I should keep my scissor in this tray or on the magnet. I feel like the tray is easier to grab. I use the scissor way more than like anything else up here, oddly enough. So that's why, because so the question was brought up because the F8 it can record in 2 SD cards, but the F3 is there just in case I don't ever I forgot to press record, which literally has happened, you know. Just get a second pair, like one here. I just put one right there. I already have another one in the other room. Although I was thinking yesterday, like I should put a pair of scissors in every room, which isn't a bad idea, because that's what I did at the house. I made sure I had scissors upstairs, downstairs, all that. This charging case, I might just bring with me for the heck of it. More space in it now, but how I sent you that picture, if I stick the cables in, it just bloop, all the way up. So now I need to put the cables away, which is a little annoying. But I think I'm just going to stick with that for a while. If I buy more USB-C cables, it's going to be like, why? And in right angles, I feel like it's not what I need. I need a very specialized cable. First off, this to power like my battery chargers once I get them in an ergonomic way so it doesn't take up space. I know you guys can't see this. I'm sorry. Let's just move the camera. I can't see what I'm doing. This non-professional. It's so bright. But this used to lay right here, if anyone doesn't know. And now that I've switched it to right here, I wanted more space over here, so I could put like these chargers. Let me grab one of them. These chargers in, which is the wrong Velcro type. And the other one, which is the MPEs. We'll go that too, just so everyone can see. I want them to sit ergonomically in some fashion. One issue is, you know, oh yeah? Do you need a high-powered one? That might be it. I found that any USB-C isn't going to work for a lot of things, so I just kind of get the high wattage USB-Cs, and they tend to work with a lot of things. Or if you want to look for like power delivery cables, those are usually like good. But these are vents here that I noticed when I was attaching this to my charging wall. So I was like, oh darn, I can't like have 4 Velcro spots. And this middle here, I think it didn't work. I think I tried the middle. I think it fell. And if I put this here, I don't think they would vent well. You know? I mean, if it needs to vent at all, really. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, USB-C, I don't know, this has been annoying, dude. Like, I think when it came out, like Linus said, it was like a heavenly thing. But then, everything started to be USB-C. Like, everything. Quite literally, everything. And it's just like, now, like, we don't know if this is a fast charging USB-C, or if this is like a not fast charging USB-C. You know, like some cables have it labeled there, which is nice, but then I don't know why they all don't do it. But yeah, for the most part, my sound stuff is basically ready. Yeah. Like here's my case of USB-Cs. This orange one is fast power because it came with my V-mounts. Then these Anchor ones, they should be fast power because I specifically look for that. PD power, because I got them to power the FX30. And this is, I think this is like for a hard drive or SSDs. These are some right angle ones that I got them. This should be fast powered. I got them specifically for powering the FX30. They already have right angle USB-Cs. One maybe. And they should be power delivery, but there's like so many. This coil one from Deity, which probably is not. It should be. So it's just like whatever. Like this isn't even unwrapped yet. Just because I'm like, I have too many, I don't need more to unravel. But yeah, So I was like, do I really need more USB-Cs? I should just take the bullet and just like keep the cables in the lid organizer like I had planned. You know. Yeah, Anchor's usually a safe bet for cables. It's just like, I wish all brands, they made all different types of cables. I wish Anchor made like the right angle ones to right angles, but they don't, I don't think. So I have to buy a different brand, you know. Yeah, $9. $9 not bad. Dude, I think I bought so much cables in my time, not just USB, but like HDMI, whatever, where I'm like, if it's like $20 a cable, I don't care anymore. Like, too many people, they're like, that is expensive. But like, if it's like, if I need it, I get it, you know? Like, I was, a while ago, I was watching my buddy stream and they're talking about DisplayPort to HDMI or something. They're like, yeah, we'll buy it at Best Buy for $15. I'm like, $15 isn't a lot. They're like, what? I'm like, it's not, dude. Like, I buy tiny ass HDMI cable that's like freaking like 6 inches long for like $15-20. Oh man, dude. So $9, I don't think that's a lot. If it's long, it's might be better. If it's short, I understand people might be like, I'm not getting much for my money, but it's what you're looking for, really. Let's set these away. See, one thing I don't like about this system is I have to grab it from the back to wheel it. So I want to modify it so it can use front wheels in some fashion. But I think I want to try this Ada Mini out. So I bought this from Brian. He no longer wants it. And Howie, I don't know if you know, I own those Holland's now. The headsets. So they're mine. Brian gave me this and I didn't even open it. He's like, hey, I think I left the power cable here. I'm like, oh, you stupid. All right, let's put this box away. Dude, I think people have been trying to get into my door for some reason. I don't know if I should leave my door unlocked, but I'm not expecting anyone. I think the first guy was a maintenance guy. I don't know if he has something to say or ask. Yeah. We have used him so much. But I was just like, Brian, this just buy it for me. And then this little mini thing here. So David, I know I said the October thing is happening. But dude, Stevie, I'm not gonna say he's an artist or whatever. He is he's not giving me a hard time. But he did not let me know that the pay that he's receiving for it, or the money he's getting for it from sponsors, is from sponsors. And they don't pay until like 2 weeks before the gig. And then I'm like, Stevie, you've already signed this agreement that says once everything's been established, then you'll pay it. And he's still pushing the waiting line thing. And I'm like, Okay, the only option now is we can wait until that day, yeah, like 2 weeks before the gig, but I'm going to require all of the payment right away. And he hasn't said anything yet. I asked him about if he saw that email about it yesterday. He said he'll get to it around 2. It's the next day already. So, dude, what's with this outlet, man? Like, I can't put anything in it. It's so hard. Oh my God, stupid. Oh man, I remember this. I don't like the feel of this. Camera point at the door. Yeah, because like, so every project I do that's kind of project based, not just for hire, I have them pay me 70% of the rate, the quote, during the assignment, when the agreement is signed. And Stevie clearly didn't read that shit. And then they pay me, and in this case, I was like, yeah, it's usually they pay for the final project is released to the client, right? In this case, since it's kind of for hire in a way, I told him to make sure I get the rest of the pay before the end of the day that day we shoot. So that was the criteria, which is very simple. He said he agreed to it, but then I just don't trust him enough to like wait 2 weeks, you know. Yeah, yeah. Dude, I've been like just reading contract themed. Not reading, but writing also. I may not know the verbiage to write my own right away, but I can understand it now. A lot of that stuff. I should I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I took this out for no reason. We'll just put it aside. But anyways, if we do it, this will be what Giddens uses. Dude, last week Giddens did tell me, he's like, dang it, some client that's contracted wants us to shoot that weekend. I'm like, what the hell, dude? So we'll see if he can still direct for us. Because I wanted him to actually direct, like, not like do the switching and also tell you guys what camera angles to get. And I'm just, like I said, the producer dude running around. I might run a third camera / second camera if you want to be accurate. But the mid camera, the wide angle camera. So I would like this deal to go through. Yeah, yeah. It's my buddy's switcher he bought. He was trying to do live stream, but he never really like pushed for it. I don't know. He keeps relying on me. Dude. This is a Ramar's recorder he decided to donate me. Look at the corrosion. You probably can't see it. Look at the corrosion of the batteries. Holy crap, dude. It's like a giant chunk of booger. Come on. This is why you don't leave. This is why you do not leave batteries in your recorder. I was going to clean this, but I was like, I think I'll do it another day now. The Super 16 camera I have, which I regret throwing the case away, is corroded like crazy, but that's expected. It's Super 16. Man, I wish I did not throw that case. I could have grabbed it. I was regretting it right after I threw it in the dumpster. I could have still grabbed it that day. So, but oh well. I'll just find another way of, you know, I don't even know where it is. Yeah, I don't even know where it is. But you know, I kind of don't want to stop streaming, but I want to kind of do my other work. We can't just advance battery technology, Howie, into that sense. That's not how it works. I say that, but my F2s, those batteries just live in there. But at the same time, I take it out and charge all the time too. So it's not like they just stay in there forever and try to cycle. I mean, internal batteries don't corrode, Howie. So, alright, so I think I need to wait for these batteries to charge. All I need is at least one more just for backup. Otherwise, I'm good. One battery kind of lasts me all day, especially just doing interviews. I think I have nothing else here that is important to work on. I want to buy more Versa stacks and organize my tools, but I need one DeWalt one drawer stack. You know what? I think I'm gonna do what I wanted, or my checklist here. What do you guys think? Should I leave my door unlocked? Maybe people want to come in and have business inquiries. I don't know if I'll do that live on streaming. Yeah, DeWalt. I said DeWalt. I'm not a fanboy. Just like I'm not a fanboy Canon, even though Canon is better. But yeah, I'm gonna continue my work. So I'm just gonna move the camera. So, white balance must change. But DeWalt has, dude, this is so tight. What the heck? DeWalt has oh, Impact Hercules. Okay, dude. Oddly, yesterday, so the YouTube guy I watched. Let me see if I can find him real quick. His name is John Malecki. Unscrewed. That's his YouTube channel, and they did a video series of they bought all like this 2 brand from Harbor Freight or Walmart or whatever, and Hercules is one of it. So take a look at that video. You watch the same guy? Yeah. I don't know if you watched that guy, that one specifically, but like those are the type of videos I like. It's good information. So these headphones, they still work, but they're flaky, man. As in, they leave flake on your head. Here's Audio Technicas. Oh my god, something like melted on it or something. Technica bag. Oh, is he? When I first found the channel, I was like, I don't know if I like these guys. Well, what they were doing. on those videos I didn't care for too much. Because there was a bunch of like, we're going to buy, this is our budget, we're going to buy this much tools. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I think I'm throwing this one away. Oh, God, these are like bad. I'm going to throw this one away. This cheap ass Sennheiser headphone that barely got used. I don't even know why I bought it. Empty bags. The Hercules. I think it's we bought all Hercules tools from Harbor Freight, and there were some like bad tools, which like that's why I found that video to be valuable. So here's some adapters for 3 or 5/8. Here's a really old SD card. I put in a fuse box holder. This is Kingston 2 GB. Man, this was when my brother just bought the T3i and he bought SD cards and probably still have stuff in here, dude. Let me look. Nope, there's nothing in here. I think I'm gonna throw this SD card away. With this fuse box, which is like a excellent way of storing SD cards. I mean, if you don't care about them jumping around. The Shure bag, which I should just use to keep that Shure headphone. Then here's the, oh my God, David, here's my Sony MDR 7506 headphone bag. This has also crusted to death. All right, is there a way for me to take this drawer out? Yeah, they give decent reviews and they give like some good tips on tools that like maybe we don't know. Like this tool is meant for this. This tool shouldn't be doing this, you know. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, because a lot of us aren't construction folks and we're just DIYers, and like my family, we're a huge DIYer. Even though we build like decks, we just build it based on like, oh, if we do it like this, it'll work, you know. So dude, I'm gonna give you mine for real. My air cups. Once we meet in 2 weeks, I'm gonna give you mine. But what screw are these? I don't know. They're probably not important if they're still in here. This is probably quarter 20. No, it's not quarter 20. Dude, I have no idea what these screws are. Are they rack mount? Nope, they're too small. I have no idea. Whatever, they're going to trash. This headphone is going to trash, I think, also. Which is a shame, dude. These are good. These are the Audio-Technica ATH M45s. So these are like the previous versions of the M50, I would say. One sad thing is this adapter is pretty specific in like it only goes on this, the quarter 20 adapter. Yeah, I think I'm trashing this headphone too. I don't use it anymore. I don't want to flick on my head anymore. So let's go to trash. I need to grab the bigger trash can. Unless y'all want these headphones, tell me now. I don't know if I want to give this one away. Unless you don't care about the amount of flaking it's given out. Because I think the adapter for this is right over here. Yeah, this looks like it. These headphones are probably like 15 years old or more. Yep, this is it. Yeah, you can. The AirPods I found, David, are on Amazon. If you just want to order it, if you want to do it real quick. But these are being trashed. Just set this here for now. So let's go ahead and just vacuum that out. I don't want to waste any more time. I need a filing cabinet for my business stuff, and I don't have any. So I was like, I need to just create one, which like that drawer was designed for that anyways, so it's not like it's a bad idea. I think it might be a little thin for what filing cabinet now that I think about it. It's not wide enough. It does come with these, which is designed for that. Maybe you only have one way only. What are the specifications for the USB-C cables you need, David? Do you know? All right, let's go back. Don't be loud. That's it. Just throw these in for now. Unorganized, but whatever. That's fine. Yeah, Amazon has a pretty good refund policy. Receipts. I think I'll just throw. What the heck? I don't think I need this in here. I don't think I need these anymore. It's the complete stuff. David, if you want to do weddings again, Complete is hiring. I think they've raised their price enough to the point where it's worth it enough. For me, they've raised my rate enough that I'm going to stay for a while. So, oh my God, my keyboard is clear now. I think, all right, I just threw this paper away. But I think the rate is for 8 hours, like starting fresh from Complete. 8 hours, wedding, $400. So which is still not that much. But then when I first started, probably 3 years ago now, it was like 280, and they were going hourly. Now they just completely changed it. Instead of like paying us hourly, they just pay us like for how much hours we're gonna be there. Cause you have one. That's all. That's all you need. And you have like audio stuff. That's all you need, dude. Cause for 5 hours, it's all the same. Like this right here, you guys can't see this, but this is the level tier of the payment system, and 5 hours all the same. So I should like if I do 5 hours, if they pay me hourly, I should be getting paid that much hours, right? But they don't. It's 250, which is I think BS. Because she just went me to the max right away because I think she was desperate. The fact that I came back to complete was kind of a like crazy thing. Not crazy, but I think like it's just unpredicted stuff because I lost double jump job, right? And so I was like, I need to come back and you know, I need money. But she is looking for more. It's just me and Ramar. We're basically the only videographers there. So, if you want to join, you're welcome. You can choose to be part of the Springfield side or more maybe Arkansas if you wanted. They do pay mileage past I think 50 miles. So if you're Springfield side and you get Arkansas gigs, since you already live close to Arkansas, you're gonna get past that like threshold already and get paid for not having to travel as far. Like me, I'm already close to Arkansas and I get paid more just going to Arkansas. But we don't get much Arkansas stuff. It's mostly around Springfield area. And it's easy, dude. It's easy gigs now. Even though my complaints yesterday, I don't know if you read it on Facebook. But like that's a smaller complaint. Like it seems like it's big. I feel like every time someone complains on Facebook, it seems huge. Sometimes might be big, but like I just feel like other people might portray it as like gigantic complaining people, which is not. It's just a small thing that I feel like shouldn't happen because it's a small thing. Just like us videographers are neglected by the coordinator. I feel like a little too much, which I don't really care that much. If I wasn't on top of my game and not doing what I needed to do, then I would suck. I would probably not continue. Stand photographers. For photos, always been like priority for couples, you know? And I've always wondered why. Alright, I need to store these. Oh look, more 3.5 millimeter jacks, Howie. I have so many of these, dude. Like it just never ends, dude. These are like the old one when there's like this little protection, gigantic protection thing on there. This is for the Orca bag. Dude, I have more high-rose to D-tap cable. This is more mini foamies. God, I have so much audio stuff. Yeah. I've had some issues with photographers. Oh, dude. This is my old Sony covers, dude. I kept them. Oh my god. They're so destroyed. But this is the bag for the new one that came in. I just put it in my hand, I just kept it. Dude, I hoard too much stuff. This is trash. Random VGA cable in here. Okay. No chain right now. So a lot of photographers, like I've never had problems with the photographers, but like it's just like the photographers themselves. Like I just feel like some I've worked with, they just don't have a sense of space, dude. Like, should I keep this back? Nah, forget it. This is one. This is probably the only occasion that's happened. I was capturing the bouquet toss. I was like to the right of the photographer. I was like right next to the photographer, basically. You know, maybe a foot or two distance away. And then, just as the bride throws a bouquet, the photographer jumps right in front of my camera and takes a picture. I caught nothing. And man, after that, at that point it's too late already. That's too far into the day. But after that, I was told, I was like, hey, stop stepping in front of me. I was like, God. And like those photographers were just like, these are for my road stuff. I'm throwing away. They're just very invasive too in general. So I was just like getting annoyed from this the entire day, you know. How dare you, Howie? I will destroy you. All right, I need a bigger trash can. But like there was so like that same day, we're doing like the couple sessions, right? Which is like everyone's favorite. And then I was like, oh wait, let me get some for me real quick, right? Because they're using flash. And as I was like filming it, they decided to take more pictures. The flash went off. And I was just like, I should have told them, like, can you guys just stop? The flash is like ruining my video. I was just like, man, I don't know, man. There's apparently like rumors of there's one photographer in this area that absolutely believes that video people shouldn't exist. Boy, that person's lucky they haven't met me. I think if I met that person, I would make them regret their words instantly. These has Allen wrenches for my little cables. I don't know the name, dude. I don't know the name. I've just heard people say this is photographer. Which I assume if someone's like that in this area, I think every other vendor will not like them. Oh, I kind of want to keep the bag. I don't want to. But I mean, I've worked with more great photographers than bad photographers, so that's why I said these little complaints are like so small. It's almost not worth talking. That's why I never talk about it, because it's usually not really worth it. 3.5 to 1/4 inch. I should be bringing this to venues. Countryman case. I don't know where to put these. There's just so much junk in here, dude. Mic clips and stuff. That's fine. These are usable. Just we'll probably never use it though. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, a lot of photographers, like I said here, they're good. And some of the photographers, they work for Complete as well. And this is one photographer, she's really good. She makes sure I'm there when she's doing something. She asks me if I need something during the session. My answer is usually no, because I don't really pose people a lot. Super Bat, 3G SDI cable. So I'm easygoing too. I don't really like to intrude into people's spaces, like those photographers I'm talking about. Dude, they were like super annoying. More Super Bat. You guys love camera gear too much. I think I've reached a point where I think, dude, honestly, I have not watched a video about like gear in like several months until today about the C50, just so I know a little more about it. It's not really, and it's just what as I was driving up here, so it wasn't like I was like hyped up. My God, there's so much Allen wrenches in here. Trash. Says me. Dude, look how much Ziploc bags I have, dude. This is probably like at least 15 in here. This is probably like same thing. This is tentacle stuff. See, I don't know what this is. This is like bands for probably for my Rode microphones. For audio stuff. This whole case was the audio stuff anyway, so it's not surprising. Went through the desk. You mean this thing? Or this isn't a desk, Howie. This isn't part of the desk. But if you're talking about this, never. I don't go through this. I just we'll throw this away. We'll keep this. I just keep building it or keep taking Ziploc bags out of it, because these bags can be used eventually and they're not difficult to store. A spigot. This little bag, I think, is for the Rode Wireless Go. The splitter, I should put it in here. Here are the Orca. These are just Ziploc. These are just Velcros. Oh, dude. This bag was for the AVXs, I think. This bag is still pretty good. 3.5 to XLR male. Fine, I'll zoom you guys in. I just said it there. I didn't really like decide I didn't know like what was gonna happen. More Countryman cases. These are from the used mics. I should just like, man, the thing about Countryman cases, these are hard cases. Hard/soft. I don't know how else to like say it. These are used. These are pretty used because this is pretty ugly. The white is all yellow now. The reason why we don't throw this away is because the capsules. I don't use the capsules for anything. The brush. I think this right here was for the Zoom H4n. I don't think this is going to fit any of my fuzzies or anything. I might have to throw this away. This looks like it's never been used. Dude, what a waste. I sure know how to waste money. DV10. Let me look it up real quick. It's from Array, so obviously it's how do you spell it? DV1017. No? I don't think that's the model number. Oh wait, hey, here it is. WRW-H1. It's for the H1. I have used this then, but I think it wasn't that good. I can still probably store it somewhere good. Honestly, I don't need to clear out these drawers. I don't know where I'm going to put a lot of this stuff. Like this right here. I have, well, these are probably staying, some of this stuff here. More Velcro stuff. More tentacle sync stuff, which I should take out. This is Octavia stuff, which I don't need. I bought the Octavia mic from Brad. Just a random Ziploc again. This little nice case. These propellers for the DJI Mini 2s in here. What a waste. This is a waste because I bought this because I was like, oh, I might need new propellers in case they break. And then after I bought it, I didn't realize the combo you buy comes with propellers. So I had like 8 propellers, and then I crashed it, right? And then I have more propellers. So that's a waste, unfortunately. These screws that I have no idea what's for. This interface here, the Tiffin. This is the little case that the Tiffin filter came in, which I don't think I'm going to keep because it's for UV filter. 3D print stuff, because my 3D printer used to be on top of this. This is more 3D print stuff, which is pretty important. More 3D print stuff. Gonna have a bunch of these levelers, which I thought was gonna help me out for some reason. Which I think I have no use for it. Do I have use for random levelers? Let's see if I can show it to you, Howie. Come on. You guys will probably see this too long now. But I don't think I have use for that. I think I can keep hard drives in here and stuff. More USB expander crap. This is more adapters. These can live in here, dude. There's no reason for me to take this out. Audio stuff. On the flex? Wait, do I need to level the flex stacking? This cable. Just leave these cables in here, dude. I have no idea where to put these. These will go with me. I know where they're going. I know where this is going. This adapters. All right, let me put these away real quick. In each corner? What do you mean, dude? Why do I need to level up my stack pad? Ursa tape. One white Ursa tape, just randomly. This is Ursa pouch. There's the foamies here. Oops. Okay. You dare throw a dad joke on my live stream. These business cards are trash because these still have my old DJ KT Man email in it. These are like premium cards though. First off, this is silver and it's glowing, it shines. Oh, this is 2. And so Vistaprint had like a super cool deal with it. And then there's double-sided, which at that time I didn't have my QR code yet. And it doesn't say KT Sound Video. Which I should just make new cards in general because I have an office now. But then I don't give business cards out much. Like, barely ever, really. Do I want this? You know, I could just use this for that mic. It's not a shock mount, but I can use this shock mount for my gigs again if I needed to. So I've been finding myself like having to take this shock mount off. We'll just do that because this is not designed for I didn't set this up for like really good quality because this microphone is kind of screwed up anyways. That's why I retired it. Yeah, that'll work perfectly fine. Now I have no space for this. I'm sure I have space somewhere. But I don't need this negative 10 dB pad. That is a waste. But I don't want to just sell it to anyone like who don't need it. I'm sorry. It's going to trash. Let's just take this out. Take more audio stuff out. It's really nice. I think this is for the wireless Go. Really nice case here. This could be electronic stuff. The audio stuff down here still. Velcro. Adapters. We'll just leave it in here. I think I'll leave these Ziplocs in here also. Alright, it's just a little bit cleaner, but none has really changed. Let me put these away. Let me know if you want those levelers, Howie. The spigot, I have no idea. I don't really have an idea where to put the spigot. I could probably just put on my super clamp and just leave it there or something. I don't know. Yeah. By the way, how I set up the security camera, I'll show you in a second here. It's very clean. And I don't think I need a plug for, or a plug lock rather, for it. So, it's a good deal. Yeah, this is like no use for it. I got it because when I first got that tripod, that the tripod I lent to someone, I was like, it's not level at all. So I got it thinking like it was a leveler. It still wasn't. And then I was just like, all right, I don't need these anymore for any other reason. So they're just sitting there. I mean, I can like probably like glue it to my camera cage or something, but I don't know. Do you guys want these headphones? That Sennheiser one, which is like a really cheap headphone, that one's not ugly or anything. That one's not flaking off. But if you guys don't want those, I'm gonna throw those away too, because they unfortunately are taking up unnecessary space. Okay. Let me show you the camera setup. Now that I'm moving this to everyone. No, it's pretty obvious. So, do you see it? Dude, the white balance is like, what the heck? So, the camera's all the way in that corner up there. Let me get closer. Yes. So I went and got one of these command strip floating shelf things. And I was like, I could just put the camera on top of this. I don't need to drill through the wall or anything. And then it's plugged through here, right there. And it's cable managed to the best ever. Anyone can cable manage. Super seamless until you get right here, but just don't look at it. And then I had a second one, and I was like, let me just put this on top of that, so it saves like room on this countertop here. So that's that. But I'm gonna AFK for a second and go look at my checklist here. Hey, it's sunny. I thought it was gonna be gloomy today. All right. Clear bottom drawer for files. Hang up posters. All right, we're back in this room here. Let's do that now. This is actually making me do work because I made this checklist a few days ago, and yesterday I was like, I'm gonna do all this. I did nothing. I did like some. The camera was one of the things I did, so it's not like I didn't do anything. But all right, let's do. All right, I'm trashing these headphones, dudes. I'm sorry. I don't like to waste technology, but they're going. Oh, you asked the question. The Sennheiser. This is HD 201. But this trash can is clean, so if you still want the Auto Technicas, I can get them to you. Oh, let me put these bags away. Those headphones are like maybe $50 at Guitar Center, so they're already pretty cheap headphones. So don't expect like insane value. All right, Shure headphones. Let's store you away in your bag that you belong in. Okay, I can leave it and you can take a look at it Friday. Oh my God, I'm tangled up. Oh, it's tangled up in its own coil. Oh my God. I'll bring the camera over here so you guys can actually look at me. Like, what are we looking at? No one's there. All right, white balance, you're going to auto. I'm just sick and tired of you. Audio Technica. Okay, I was like, I have another bag. Where is it? It's in the box. Can I store you with cable on? Not quite. Gives a little challenge. Can I store you in the bag? That's a big question. In the drawer, that is. With the bag. Not sure. Not really. Dang it, I kind of knew it. I kind of need space. I think it's the bag. It's just below the clearance of the height. Of course, this is the all screwed up headphones. And when this happened, everyone's like, "Oh my God!" Like someone else was using it. I was like, "Don't worry, it's already messed up." Sennheiser, can I do it to you? This Sennheiser is starting to flake also. Like, it's pretty obvious these headphones aren't designed for what I use it for. These are studio headphones. So I'm wondering if like headphone companies, or companies that make headphones rather, should design it so it can withstand the rigorous like weather that we have to go into. This probably won't fit also. No, it can't even fit with the headphone laid out like that. This Shure headphone, I bought it from Deborah Watson. David or Howie. I think Howie, I don't know if you know her. David, just throw it on. You know that name. That name has somewhat cursed us all in some way. I think I'm going to throw this VGA cable away. I don't need it anymore for anything. Okay, let me grab my cart actually. Oh, put this away. And then I grab my cart. No relation? Yes, good. Deborah Watson, I don't want to talk bad about her, but she has been toying with a lot of us. Not toying on purpose, but there's been this project that Giddens and I have been kind of been toyed with. Toy is the best word I can use, I'm sorry. But we've been like, she's been trying to make this movie for pre-COVID. And it's just been like, all right, we'll shoot right now. All right, well, we're going to do this. All right, this is a new plan. All right, this is going to be that. No, we're going to do this now. And I've just been like, are we going to do anything? You know? I'll turn this way so y'all can look at my beautiful face, right? Is that what y'all wanted to see? All right. This is an honorable mention. I think I put these like over here. Yeah. This clock will be an afterthought. This is, all right. If anyone from MSU is watching, and if you know that there was like maybe one missing award from the BEA, I took it. So this is Student Film and Video Competition Narrative Category, Award of Excellence. And this is for Bree. I don't know if I'm going to keep this here, dude. This keep home thing. Let me put it by the door. And if you're wondering why I have that award and why I technically didn't steal it, right. Yeah, I think she shouldn't have said anything about the project until she was able to confirm she can pay for it. And that just never happened. So But one reason why I actually Giddens kind of hates her. This is the first time I met Giddens because of her, through her, not because of her, but through her. And it was the first project that we worked on together, me and Giddens. No, we worked on the wedding before that. That's how we kind of discovered we worked for the same company. And then we worked on this project. It was Deborah's project. And let me grab my blower. And no, there was no mention about pay to me at all. And I didn't ask about it, and I was still very early on, and I didn't know about asking about that type of stuff. And I had graduated already with a bachelor's. No, I need to wipe this, dude. So, but then I think she paid everyone, except maybe like the PAs and me. And whenever I get in, like a while ago when we were talking, and then that topic came up, and Giddens like, how much did she pay you? And I was like, she never paid me, or there was never agreed upon payment. And then that's when Giddens got mad, because like she asked if I got paid to her, and she told him that she did pay me. So that kind of threw a red flag into Giddens' eyes on her. Because everyone got paid. I'm pretty sure. Actors, some of the crew. There wasn't much crew. It's just me, Giddens, and I don't know if you guys met Jason Rico, but he's a cool guy. He knows his gaffing stuff. He knows his stuff. That's why when I first met Giddens and Jason. Don't really work with Jason much. I've only worked with Jason anytime Giddens hires him for something, for a project, and I'm also there. So it's only been like twice I've worked with him. But good guy, regardless. A while ago he asked me, he's like, hey man, I'm editing this podcast. I'm wondering if there's an easier way of like automating he didn't use the word automation, but he wanted an automation for the audio. I kind of showed him the latch and touch technique we use. Then he's like, oh my God, this is out of place for some reason. So that saved his life, I think. Oh, snap indeed, sir. I have tape in here, and it still slipped. It's okay. Yeah, so and then like, I don't know if she did it to you, David, but she would just like add a bunch of people onto this Facebook group chat about a project. And then she'll say like, you guys can leave if you want, but I want to see if anyone's interested in this, whatever, project, blah, blah, blah. And like, probably like 90% of people leave. Like before they even like had enough time to read it. And I just got tired of that, dude. And so I blocked her on Facebook. So there's been no contact with her ever since, for obvious reasons. All right, I think it's the Associates of Applied Science. I might just use this screw hole that they already have here and just a line over here. You know, Howie, I wish I spent some time cleaning up these walls. This patch is ugly, dude. My patching is way better than that. They just didn't sand it down. But bam, Applied Science. I think the bachelors, and then the masters over here. And the wall will be pretty nice looking. I do have drywall screws still, so I could probably do that. Man, I have to move all this stuff probably. Damn it. I have to move all this stuff if we're gonna patch these holes. Well, there's not any holes I need to patch. It's just they really suck. They didn't like complete it, dude. Like, you know, the more we notice, the more we question how terrible of a job they did, why they did it. Like the painting of the walls, like the freaking roller be hitting the drop ceiling. Like, what the heck? Yeah, I should move this stuff at least over here. Stuffed animals. These will be put onto my speakers. Oh God, magic cards. I forgot these are magic cards. They're heavy. Oh, I have my Pro Tools certificates as well. Yes, these are just printed on 9x11 paper because no one gives a crap about this certification in Pro Tools. And these are very cheap frames. When I bought those, my dad was like, buy better ones, better frames. I'm like, no, these are not that important. I mean, it looks better than like, dude, when we first got those certificates, dude, it was like 8-bit graphics of like how the certificate looked like. We're all like, could they not afford like at least you know, higher resolution text? I don't get it. People, I don't understand. Friday. I mean, it would be nicer to clear this up if you want to. But like, there's this huge, ugly hole here they attempted to patch, which didn't go well because the hole's a little big. It's just because I had to move stuff around. And since I have a robot vacuum, I put it back, you know. I've got my drill and some stuff. But if you want to bring it, you can bring it. That's what I was talking about, how if I wanted to change up my room stuff and make that room specifically what you guys are looking at, the room for for the audio room, recording room, I would clean it up and make it look nice and then paint it. And I have to like put acoustic walls and not acoustic walls, but acoustic panels and stuff. So it requires money, which I can't spend right now. So bring all your tools. Yeah, sure. You could bring it. Dude, I just put my shop vac away. Yeah, this might be good. But I do want to upgrade this drill. This is good height. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, what the hell, damn it. Stupid. But yeah, I want to upgrade this drill. I'm going to get flax, dude. Out of all the videos I watched, flax stuff, it's very impressive to me. So that's what I'm getting. Let's use this new screwdriver. If y'all haven't seen this yet, I'll give like you're ahead of me, Howie. If you haven't seen this yet, this is a really cool screwdriver. It spins in the center, but you can change bits real fast. Dude, I was watching one of John's videos yesterday, and they did a as seen on TV thing, right? And I was like, I think one of the item was like something like this, a quick bit switcher, and I was like, no way. I couldn't really watch it because I was driving, so I don't know if it's like for real or not. You know what? I don't want to keep switching this bit on this drill. Yeah, the flex drill seems really good. I think, and like every video I watched, everyone is like really impressed with it. So. This is not strong enough for, almost not strong enough for this work. What just fell? A clipboard. Associates of Applied Science. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. Am I too far in? Oh no. It's taking out the drywall screw as well. Let's just do this. There we go. Do-do-do-do-do. Boom. This one is also a hanger style. How am I gonna keep this straight, Howie? Put this bit back on. Yeah, level will work, but I might have to like just guess my way through or something. And my level's over here. Should I just like eye mark it, or I can use a pencil still, just a small little dot. Of course, this is like raised. Welcome to the Office Improvement Channel. I don't know where I want it to home. Right here, maybe? Yeah, around center. Let me move this bread. Did I hit a stud? I'm right over my outlet too. Dude, if I hit a stud, man, I should have checked for that. Damn it. Dude, that hole's way too big. This is why I want a tool drawer. I have to take things off my toolbox and everything. I can't shock myself, Howie. Electricians don't run line on the 2x4, otherwise you can't screw things in. Oh my God! How annoying! I got a big ass hole there. I could probably still use this. Yeah, I can still use this probably. God, how annoying, dude. Yep, it's fine. Alright, good, good. I was like about to say like I know, dude. This is what happens when you're not here, dude. Dude, when in my apartment, when I first when I decided to like hang stuff up, you know that battery, remember that battery charging wall I did? I was like, I don't think I need I don't think I really need drywall screws, right? I drilled it in. Let me clean my marks up. I drilled it in and it just fell out. It's just like, I was like, oh dang! Luckily, the drywall didn't fall out either. I was like, okay, I need to start using drywall screws and stuff. You know, man, if the master's degree is too far over here, first off, I don't have the same frame, which sucks. This is like, my dad got this frame in Branson specifically. I just bought this at Walmart, which is fine. And it's not a hanging thing either. So it's gonna be pretty precise where I need to hang this. There's already a hole here, kind of. There's no stud there, right? Close, but not right there. All right, good. Yeah. You probably didn't look at it enough because like that's not a spot where people come and grab stuff. So, oh. So, what is the plan? Is the distance, if I keep the distance the same, I think I'll be okay. This thing kind of sucks, man. I should just get a new frame. Leveler, pencil. I've been shooting for a long time. Yeah, you probably came in for curtain. But not a lot of people came to the apartment. Because I just like brought the stuff there anyways. So. Dude, this hole is like perfect. I didn't even have to do that. What that was good, I did. Measure twice, cut 3 times. Man, right above my NAS. Let's fashion. Let's just cover it. Trash bag. Oh yeah, you probably came for Spark. Man, I remember y'all had comments about Spark. Goodness. Dude, son. I kept telling him, I was like, son was like just getting stressed, right? In pre-production. I kept telling him like, dude, just like don't do it anymore. Because he got to the point, I teach everyone this. If you ever get to a point of, I just want to get it over with, then you should probably leave the project. Because bad things might happen. And I think it did. Still haven't seen it. Who knows if it's out, dude? Like, you know, honesty. Like, she'll keep that. That festival cycle run forever. Does this open out more? Come on. No, it doesn't. Weird. I just want to cover this, anyways. Remember Cooper came back, was like, oh my god. I could have collected some of this and not worry too much. There's like pencil markings up here already too. But it's like just scribbles. But no, like I told son, I was like, man, just stop, dude. Like, just say you're too busy. But he's like, no, I want to do it. I'm like, okay. But I think son handled it, I assume, well, based on what he told me as well, like very well. Because when you told me, you and son told me she like kicked that chair across the room because of the dumbest reason. I was like, I would have snapped. My clipboards! Because the reasoning was like, the lamp was overexposed. And I'm like, every lamp's overexposed. How exposed do you want a damn lamp? What the heck? Remember that day when I went onto you guys' set with Gabe? And Gabe was talking about a little bit about that. He's like, I wish I had a ARRI, so exposure property, or the dynamic range. And I was like, really? Do you stare at the sun and complain about how overexposed it is? And he's like, damn it. Ah, my poor clipboards. Dude, should I hang these up too? I should hang these up. Huh? Clipboard's like, stop it. We're done. All right, the idea I want. Put this backpack outside. Let's switch the camera over to this side so y'all can see. The awards over here, I think. certificate. Bam, bam, bam. Maybe. Version 9, version 9, version 10. Then 3 more certificates. Well, one of this is from Complete. It's kind of dirty. Yeah, so this is just my observations and thought. But honesty, I think, is like was stuck in between this. You know, I don't think it's like she thinks she's better, but I think because she was in a master's degree, she wanted things to be better, but also has not realized how much of a beginner she still is, you know? So I think that kind of messed it up. I noticed that when I worked on her projects, the first one I did, Jen, and I was like, she kind of has a thing about something. She has a say about the shots a little too much. And then also, like, I think, well, like, it was weird, like, yeah, like, for Jen, I offered for them to, like, just use my wireless system. But I think she kept insisting, like, trying to rent it. And I was just like, okay, because this shit's free. If you don't want it free, then that's fine with me. I should have charged her because she was waiting for like for Spark because she was willing to pay some money. But I said it's for student projects, so don't worry. But I should have charged her anyways. Will the screws fit this? These are so cheap framings, dude. I know for sure that this frame is so light that I don't need drywall screws. This will fit, yeah. All right. Let's make sure we don't create toxic environment for my food. Let's just put these away. Yeah, I think so too, Howie. I looked at the bulb and it said 34 watts. And I was like, that's really close to my 60 watt LEDs. But like, I'm not here that often either. I mean, like, if it being on for 8 hours a day, let's say I come here 4 times a week. I usually do. Like, is it that much? You know? Because that's insane. Operators, user first. 1, 2, 3. Maybe? Or should I go left, right? On this, and then the certificates, like that. Yeah, I know. I tried putting those thin lights in Although this light now, it's not loud anymore in the hallway. It's weird. And it hasn't turned off since I switched one of those bulbs. I just switched one of them. There was like two on the sides I took out. There's like those thin, supposedly LED ones. So, no, I don't have like, I don't think I have 50 of them. I have like 2 in each. Let me see, let me count them. I think only 2 has been like on in each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 28. What's 28 times 34, Howie? Maybe a little lower. They can be closer to each other. We'll just choose a random location. Boom, right here. It's been decided. It's been decided. It's been decided. $952 watts. Yeah, probably 1,000 watts. Dude, drywall gets everywhere. It's insane. Let's go ahead and put the screw in. So what's the conversion like? How much energy am I using? Then maybe I should convert this to LEDs as soon as I can. Yeah? Yeah? I don't think I'm going to have one super low, but we'll just make the mark. All right. Whoever thought about how to hook frames up didn't think about how difficult it would be. Next one right here. The next one right here. Yeah. We'll just choose a height. We'll just choose a random height. Line up on my dot. Oh man, I only have 3 drywall screws. I think we'll use one here and then that's it. I mean, frames don't really need drywalls. I know y'all screaming in the comments right now, like, you should always put drywall screws. Like, I'm not going to go buy more right now. $1 or $2 is like nothing. Version 9 operator certified. And let's just find a bit for this. It's a little big. I feel like I'm like just doing this seamlessly and like I know what I'm doing. I guess I've done this a lot of times enough. Just go a little smaller. Follow the line. Oh man. I should do proper spacing, otherwise it will annoy you, Howie. I know it. We'll use centimeters. It is 4.9 centimeter distance. 4.7 actually. See how easier that was than finding like, oh, that's like 1 and 17/30,000ths or something. There's my line. Screws. Screws! Oh, I can't go like that. Bam. Something right here. Right here. Oh, right here. All right. Different heights? What do you mean? I probably didn't even need to drill a hole, honestly. But whatever. I didn't want to change bits. Yep, good. Glad I chose smaller. Version 10 operator certified. Da-da-da-da. I think it's a little wider. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Howie. You'll survive. I promise you. You will not die of such treachery. Oh, that's because I'm doing it like this, dude. Oh, man. I won't be able to cover the holes completely. Lame. Lame next door neighbor that used to have this office. Do I care about the height? Because the size is different here, so I think I'll just choose a random location and we'll just do it. Yeah. Right here. Right here. It has been... Well, should I put it closer to this whiteboard? I know you guys are at a huge angle. You probably can't see the distance. Yeah, I could put it like more closer. Probably a little higher. About right here. Let's go ahead and mark down center line. I don't know if you saw, Howie, but my labels on the flex stack, I chose color. That has changed. I did that because I knew I was going to get really confused, like pretty quick, about what which box is which. And when I did that, I fixed a little bit I fixed it a little bit. This one's always so like difficult. I fixed it a little on how straight it is. So you should be happy. It is kind of based on the category of the drawers. So the yellow kind of represents the microphone stuff. And then I just chose other colors. I wanted to be able to read it as well if I could. So I didn't choose like a dark color with that. This is also one more frame. And did they not? Oh my God, with my handy dandy tool changer, I can switch to flathead right away. Okay. Yeah, doesn't really matter. As long as I'm center. There's my hole, kind of right here. I think I'll leave these two drywall screws just in case I want to hang something a little heavier than frames, because these don't need that. I was gonna do it for this because this is like more official. It's just more official. It's not actually official. Whatever that means. Dude, I said it already. I'm saying it again. Whoever thought about hanging these frames did not think about it at all. What? This comes off that easily? My AC hasn't turned on in a while. I'm a little hot. Dude, this is like not straight at all. This frame is protruding a little bit over here more than this. Whatever. Whatever, dude. We're gonna continue on. We will survive. The last thing. We'll just choose the random height. I don't care anymore. Wait, okay, it will fit. It's a little bit lower. You keep that in mind. So about right here. Maybe a little lower. So, funny story about the BEA award thing. So, I didn't submit it to BAA. The school did. And for some reason, they just sent it to like the students that want it. Not want it, won it. And so I got it, and I got like a few, right, including mine. And I opened it. And we had a group chat, the MFA people, we had a group chat, and one person was like, hey, I just got a mail from BEA. Did anyone else get it? Some of them were like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. And I was like, I got it. It's like, what should I do? Like, we should probably bring it to professors or whatever. And I was like, I opened it. And they're like, you know that's illegal. I'm like, nope, it's sent to my email or sent to my mail. And then I was like, I just took it. And then I gave the rest, like, because one of it was for one of the EA projects. So I gave it to Kobe Jennings. And then during that showcase, that's when I showed Bree. It's in that showcase. And then as Dr. Purdue and Devin were walking up after the show, Dr. Purdue was like, where are the awards? Where are the BAA awards? I didn't say anything. I was like, She wasn't talking to me, obviously, you know, but. So that's why it's like technically not stolen, but technically is in a way. It's mine anyways. I made the movie. Y'all didn't make it. Just had to send you another one. Just say it got lost in the mail, because let's just say it did. So that's the story of that. But I want to hang up the clock because I'm kind of tired of seeing the clock not being used. Should I hang up in the back, Howie? Is that a good idea? 'Cause I don't really need it in here. I don't really want to hang it in the storage room either. Although a clock can go in here, I just don't want this clock in there. It's a little, it's not annoying, but it ticks. All right, I'm bringing the camera over here, and you must help me decide. Because this office is now basically yours as well, since you've helped me so much. So, I was thinking, like, is that a good spot? This door is going to be closed most of the time once people start renting. I say once as is. But then I don't want it to open and hit the clock either. Should I just go high up here? Let me put a battery in it. Yeah, I know where to put it. Negative, positive. It is 231. That's not that bad. Or should I put it by the thermostat? Just put up high here. What do you think? Above the bathroom? Y'all can't see that. Let me move the camera. All right. Yeah, thermostat might not be a bad idea. Just a corner. I feel like anyone can walk out the bathroom and just see it instantly. But I should do a high, right? Like that high probably. I just don't know if like people want to like utilize more of the space, but I guess they want to just move the clock, I guess. I'll probably need to put that high, probably just high. It's not bad. I just don't want to drill another hole and then like be like, oh, I don't like it here. Let me view it on my. I mean, this clock isn't that like office pretty, you know. Let's just do it right there. It has been decided. It is your fault, Howie. Do I need a drywall school? Just when I put away the drill and everything. Dude, this cart is like designed for this. So it's your fault indeed. The sandbags? Yeah, that's not bad. Like right here. I don't want to put it in between the posters. That doesn't really make sense. I do kind of want it here. I think this spot will be okay. It kind of feels weird here. I don't know why. We'll do it. Cause like no one really wants to look this way, right? So, oh, that's it. Oh, hi. The screw can fit. Right here. Whatever decision is made will be it. It will be final. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, I was gonna see if I had a stud, but I was like, it doesn't matter. If it's stud, that's just better. Dun-dun-dun-dun. We don't need drywall screw. We only have 2 left. You know what? I still want to hang my posters up. This whole list was because I put down hang up posters in degrees. And I don't know if I have any more screws. Because it's too, dude, that like made no mess. Well, I think because that's, this is wood, right? I think so. If that's the case, that might be good. If my drill's strong enough, I could just screw in the Torx screws I have. And that'll be fine. All right. Let me move the camera so you guys can see where I'm going to work next. I'm just going to turn my ISO auto, dude. I'm so not level. But does that matter? No. I think I'll zoom in a little more. So, your chair is still here, Howie. Oh, what were my clipboards? Should I like hang them up randomly? Oh God. These 2 posters, and I have 2 more posters here. don't need it anymore. Yeah. C50. Where you grabbed it? Oh wait, put it on the bathroom ceiling? Ah, Brian's calling me. I'm gonna answer. You know.
What you up to?
I'm live streaming. You're on TV, sir.
Oh no!
What up?
Not much, not much. Can they hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm on speaker.
okay. I'll have to call you back though.
Oh.
I may have a client for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right,
So
cool.
call me when you're done.
Sure.
All right, bud.
All right, dude.
Bye.
Yep. Well, that's good news, yeah? All right, Howie, if this drill does not work for just these simple ass screws, first off, this is a nail. Oh, okay. Good thing I grabbed that. That nail just came off instantly. If this drill does not work, then sad day. I won't make you come here just for like 3 screws. Whose bright idea was it to screw 2 screws right next to each other? We'll just use this as the height. That'll be our height. Tell me your flex drill. Dude, I have no money. I can't tell you how much money I don't have. We'll just guess. We're guessing. Okay. Dude, this is cardboard. I mean, cardboard. This is plywood. Because it didn't make a mess. And I didn't take it out. I wasn't able to take it out. Oh, I'm too low still. Damn it. Is that going to be that annoying? I don't think so. I think that's fine. But these 2 posters are 2 screws. So, do I have any extra screws here? Aren't being used? No! My credit is like really good, but also I have so much credit debt. I don't know how well you guys can see that. You probably can. Let me go closer. Yeah. There we go. It's a little better. Dude, this light stopped humming and it's not turning off anymore. Yeah. If I'm gonna go credit again, it'll be for the C50, which I titled this stream that, and I've only talked about it for like 10 minutes. It's like, people probably come on like, wait a minute, he ain't talking about that at all. What else he trying to pull? Okay, so I don't like this design that they did, man. Like, I have to use screws for this. I have to find the location. Let's grab that pencil in here. With the leveler. Is this spaced out enough? Someone's alarm is going crazy. C50. Oops, there's a trash can in there. This goes not that long, but we don't need it to be that long. I know the price. But then, like, I don't need that drill either. I'm not doing heavy stuff. Notice how this drill does fine, Howie. Really small task. That's why I was like, oh, I'm not buying it yet. I do wish the tools that we use for, dude. Did I mark this wrong? Whatever, we'll just do it. Just be more center. There we go. That's fine. That works. That works. That works perfectly. Next section here. Move you guys back down a little. My cart has a mind of its own. It's just spinning. Should I have spaced this out more? Man, I should have. Ah. How annoying. Like just another foot maybe, or 6 inches. That's okay. That's okay. I have to come closer now, huh? Yeah, I do. Otherwise, it's gonna annoy you and me at the same time. But it's not a big deal, my spacing. I think if you want, Howie, when I get my drill, if you want to do a test trial, we can. Like if you want to see which one's good, what's good by what, which each. Although you did say DeWalt, you noticed that it's kind of on par with like the not so powerful drills. All right. Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I think it will. Nice, nice, nice. Trash! All right, let me check my checklist here. All I have left is change doorknob, I think. Buy new casters. Organize tools. I can't do that yet. I need to buy stuff for that. So I think we'll end the stream. Gonna clean up, call Brian back. Nice. This kind of seems like a video game place now with Final Fantasy posters up. I kind of want to get more. I don't know about posters, maybe posters, more decorations maybe of some sort, like to finish this wall up, you know, because it goes all the way over here. The camera obviously makes it look worse. Look at that clock, it's so distorted. Maybe like one more something here. Maybe something here or two. That'd be cool. Kind of shows who I am, really. Like, I am a nerd, kind of. So. It is, dude. If yours was able to do what we did, your drill is perfectly fine. Oh, wait. The clipboards. Do you have a plan for the clipboards? Oh, damn. It has no way to hang it, though. You know? We'll figure out the clipboard later. But yeah, that is gonna be it. End the stream. Call Brian, and I'll see you guys next time.